Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Good morning, Warmix. Michael, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. Yep, I can hear you. Yeah, 100%. Good morning, Steve. Win. We should. I haven't seen a streak longer than 16. I go all weekdays, and we'll go to Wednesday. We do have FOMC today too, but I haven't seen. I looked at this last night, and I was kind of scratching my head a little bit. This is on a 13 out of 13 win streak. So 6 months is 26 weeks worth of data. I have not yet seen a 13 streak on any weekday. The highest I've seen is 12-1. Funny enough, 12-1 was last night. But that is also what I mean by a reversion to the mean. And I don't trade Tuesday nights for that reason on Globex. I know that the stats are a little misleading now, but months ago when I was getting into that Globex, clicked the wrong channel there. Months ago when I was getting into that Globex trade for Tuesday, it was like 50-50, 60-50 for the stats, or 60-40. It wasn't very good, but we also need to be cautious of, and I'm going to talk about this with Andre today, see if he can have any insight into it. We also need to be cautious of the insight into a reversion to the mean, because we know, with whether you want to call it gambler's fallacy or just reading statistics in general, we know that nothing in the real world is going to be perfect 50-50. If you're flipping a coin, it's not going to be 50-50 unless you have millions of flips of that coin, and even then you're still going to be off by at the very least 1 to 2. Right now we have 13 Wednesdays, 13 winning Wednesdays, where the IB low formed first and the IB high broke first, with none of those Wednesdays offering a no break on the IB. So you can see that for the high forming first over the past 13 Wednesdays, really over the past 26, because this is splitting the data, for the high forming first, we've had 2 no breaks. It's still a really good stat, 76% with 1 loss and 10 wins, and then 2 no breaks. But we are on 13 Wednesdays. And what this tells me, last week it wasn't 100%. So that means that the last losing Wednesday where the low form first was 14 weeks ago, or 27 weeks ago. And then even if you go to the year, it's still a crazy high stat for a Wednesday, 85% with only 4 losses, 24 wins, 4 losses. President Trump speaks in 25 minutes. Yeah, he talks right at 9:30 today. Luckily for us, we don't trade at 9:30, so we'll be fine. We'll see what happens from that. We do have FOMC today, and I think part of the reason that Trump is speaking is he's giving like not a farewell address, but he's giving a welcoming remark, there we go, to Kevin Warsh, because this is his first FOMC. And he'll be around for a good long while. But like I said last week, keep an eye on what Kevin Warsh looks like now, and then take a look at him in 10 years. Let's do the giveaway now before anyone gets in here. That'd be funny. I did not take any trades last night for Globex, no. Those are the wrong counts. Those are my Tradify accounts. I do not trade Tuesday night Globex because the stats have never really been good. What I was trying to tell you last night, Warmix, and anyone else in the live too. So you go into IB by rejection. We have to look at M and Q for the Asia time frame, or we'll look at the daily one for Globex. So this is Wednesday night stats. This is Tuesday night stats. We have an 85 and 61. 13 weeks, 8 wins, 5 losses. 13 weeks, 11 wins, 2 losses. This low forming first is just over the past couple of weeks. What we want to go and look at, what we want to refine it down to, so we're still going to be looking at December. And then we're going to cut it off at, let's do like April 17th or the end of April. We'll do the last day of April. So this is only 4 months of data. I wouldn't typically do this. Oh, maybe it was longer than that. Yeah, it's better for the low forming first. That wasn't the point that I was trying to make. What the heck? Oh no, it still went to May. How do I do March, maybe? Let's see. Maybe I'm still wrong. I guess it's still the same. Am I looking at it right? Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's because the wins aren't going anywhere. I have to go further back because I did used to look at 6 months. So we'll do, there we go. That should be a little bit better. There you go. That's what it used to look like when I traded Tuesday nights. So 2/3, 1/3, and then pretty much 50-50. 17, 10 wins, 7 losses, 9, 6 wins, 3 losses. So it's not crazy bad stats, but Tuesday night out of all of the IB stats for Globex have been pretty rough. This is 5 months too. If I go back one more to September, this is when I used to trade or used to try trading Globex. This is what I was talking about. So this is what the stats used to look like for Tuesday night. This was 2 months ago, the end of March, 3 months ago now. I still don't. What was that? I don't know. I didn't actually look at Asia. Let's see. Oh, looks fine. We'll go over the 6 months too. Yeah, Asia's fine. I think Asia was a win last night too. I ended up catching I went long pretty much right at Asia Open last night just because I wasn't anticipating more downside. We don't typically, I'm going to talk about that in a second, Prat. We don't typically continue past the opening week range for a gap. So I was anticipating a gap up inside bar, which is what we're getting right now, because the opening week range typically breaks at New York Open. Very rarely have I seen a gap outside of the opening week range on a Wednesday. We can go to all these different weekdays. This one, funny enough, it happened last week, 2 weeks ago, but it barely got outside. Even then, it did continue to pivot down, and then we had a reversal overnight. So this one was 746 all the way down to 740. Still a 240 point pivot right into the middle of that opening week range too. But typically when you're pushing outside of it overnight, you kind of crash back into it. It's not a stat for that, but that's just what I've noticed trading the opening week range. I haven't traded it too long. The opening week range is the high and low formed on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday just happened to be almost both the high and low. So our high was formed Monday at 12:30 and our low was formed yesterday right at close. We have a 92% stat showing that we will break the high and or low of that level. Because we don't know which level is going to break, it's the same as inside bars. We don't know if it's going to go up. We don't know if it's going to go down. all we can do is wait for added confluences to come in. So whether that's the initial bounce, the opening candle continuation, the gap fill by size, which gap fill by size for today, we don't have a crazy stat on Qs, but SPY is pretty likely to go and fill that gap. And that would also put it right at 749.89, which is the opening week range low. If SPY goes and takes it, it's the same as QQQ with inside bars. SPY taking the low also signals QQQ to go and take the low, which happened yesterday just a little bit later than we anticipated. SPY didn't take the low until 11:45. QQQ took it right at 10:30. How's my day so far? Great. It's going great. How about yourself? I was apparently looking at the wrong day. I thought last night would be Wednesday's session. It depends on what you refine the data down to. I have my Asia session set to 8 o'clock to 11:55. The Asia that's on edgeful automatically 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's an hour too early. So I just go and reorder those, get rid of that one. London is okay, 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's good for London. I don't know what the London 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. would be. Those are the only two that you have to get rid of. And then Asia 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I also don't really know what that one is. It does say UTC +9, but that's still way too early. So those are the four that I use. New York, Globex IB, London IB, and Asia IB. I don't trade London IB because I'm snoozing, as I always say. For today, and as I was just covering, we do not have a 100% likelihood of taking the high. This just means that we've been extremely streaky on a Wednesday, which we do know. What this does mean, I wouldn't short today. I'm not going to go against the trend because the trend on Wednesdays has shown that we just, whatever low forms, we go and break the high right at 10:30. If the high forms first, I'll take it. Yeah, that's not too bad of a stat. Yeah. Like last week we took, 2 weeks ago, we had the high form first, low taken, low form first, high taken. This is 13 consecutive Wednesdays where the low being formed first, the low has signaled a high break at 100% stat, but this does not mean that 100% of the time we are going to go and break that high. What it means is that we've been extremely streaky, so it needs a reversion to the mean. It's the same thing as if you were to flip a coin 100 times and that coin lands on heads 100 times. Extremely unlikely. And then the following stat, it's a pattern, yes. The following stat does not signal that we're going to have heads 100% of the time for the next 100 flips. I know that doesn't make sense when we have a sound trading strategy like this, but it still needs a reversion to the mean. Trading is not a 100%. I mean, if you go and post this online and say Wednesdays have a 100% chance of taking the high when the low forms first, you're going to get ridiculed. Andre will have a good laugh on this. He should be on here any minute now. I passed 4 combines yesterday. Hopefully I don't go ape and blow all of them. I can't activate one of them. Is it on Tradeify? Top Step? Lucid? What one? Tradeify, their activation. Oh, funny enough. Top Step. Oh, that's weird. Could you give your thoughts on today's London IB and Kyoto double break, but yes, at a very clean rejection at IB 50? I Yeah, I'll look at that for sure. I don't really have much insight to those IBs because I don't trade them ever. So you're kind of throwing me into a blind spot here. I did see on my phone that the London IB was a loss. So if we go to UTC -4, I did see we had the low form first, high form second, just barely formed the high second. We almost formed a new low. So that's our London IB right there. Funny enough, so on my phone, it looked like it was a loss. This was a win this morning. Just barely, though. It closed over the midpoint, and at 4:15, it went and took the high with a wick. So this one was a nice win. What's going on, Pipti? Low form first, high form second for London. Actually, sorry about that. I am early to it. So it did not. It was a loss. I had the 245 candle. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm inexperienced with it. High form first, low form second. Broke the high. I actually don't know which one broke first. Did it bounce all the way back up at 4? High broke first. High form first, low form second, and then we went and took the high at 406. But to answer this, for NQ, we closed over the 75% mark. So that should signal that you're targeting the upside. What's going on, Andre?
Yo,
I have something special I was saving for you.
let's see it.
What do you think of this? I have never seen this before.
I have never seen that before either. What are you looking at here? Wednesdays?
13 out of the past 13 Wednesdays, the low forming first on the IB, signal a high breaking first. That's with no breaks, no losses.
What does that mean for you?
Probably not taking it. Reversion to the mean, needs to lose.
That is crazy, actually.
And then you go to a year, it's had 5 losses over the past year. And it's still, it's a very good stat for a Wednesday, regardless. 79% and 82 over a year. But
you know what I want to look at? What that makes me want to look at?
13 consecutive Wednesdays.
That is crazy, actually. I want to look at high and low. Can you pull up the high and low by weekday report?
Yep.
Just type in high if you search for high. Interesting. So what this report looks at is what weekdays make the high of the week. So there's obviously always going to be a high and low of the week. Fridays tend to make the high of the week. Thursdays are actually very unlikely to make the high of the week, which is kind of crazy. And then Tuesdays seem to make the low. So if you, now to translate this to like an opening week range.
Yep.
Tuesday is going to be the low. Generally speaking, obviously. Tuesday is going to make that low most often of any of the weekdays. And then Friday will end up making that high. So for anyone who swing trades, or if you're looking at a higher time frame, historically, the low is made on the Tuesday, and then the high is made for the week on the Friday. We also have a sub-report that allows you to filter for the color of the weekly candle. So if you go to the sub-report,
okay.
Weekly candle. Yep. And then now you're looking at the green weekly candles. So if you expect this week to be green, practically 70% of the time, the high of the week is going to be on the Friday. And if you expect the week to be green, the low has been Tuesday 62% of the time. And then you could flip it for the red candles. And then you see
Friday and Tuesday still.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I've never, not once over the past year and a half trading the IB have I seen 100%. Last night was pretty close for the Globex. This one last night was, it doesn't update it already, does it? or does it now? Right.
No, tomorrow.
Which one were you looking at last night, Warmex? It was like 96%. I don't know if that was Asia or Globex. Let's see. Yeah, it's in the. Yeah, I'm looking in the Discord right now. Asia session. Asia for Tuesday. No. Must have been a day or two ago. Yeah, I've never once seen this.
I've never seen that either. Especially for the IB, it's a little bit crazy. That I've definitely never seen.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I mean, we'll see if it wins today. That'd be crazy if it does. Every time I've seen a stat like this, even at like 90%, it's due a loss. It needs to come back to whether you want to call it gambler's fallacy or something else. Flipping a coin 100 times, 100 heads.
So what that means, guys, just so you know, let me add everyone else's. What else? Let me make sure everyone's in here. I'm just adding everyone else's streams, like my.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have done that.
No worries. Okay, we should be live everywhere now. We have the recordings on, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're live there. All right. So gambler's fallacy pretty much means that, let's say you're Baccarat, for example. Usually it's 50-50 player versus banker. If you hit player 15 times in a row, that doesn't mean every instance is a unique and independent outcome, which means that what has happened previously doesn't impact what happens now. So like the odds of hitting, it's easier to explain it with a 50-50. So like, or if you do roulette, for example, red or black, if you hit red 10 times in a row, it's very unlikely that happens. But the next time the guy spins the thing, that has no indication of what's going to happen next time, what happened the prior times. That's the, it is an independent, independent outcome. Yeah, exactly.
This was the stat I was talking about, 92% for Wednesday night on Globex, or Tuesday night, sorry. This one, 13 wins, 13 outcomes, 12 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah.
But that's so insanely difficult for it to go 13 weeks in a row.
It's 6 months, 13 weeks.
Yep.
26 weeks is, or no, sorry.
It's a quarter of a year.
Yeah, sorry. 26 weeks is half. 52 is 1 year.
But still, it has of the outcomes, it's perfectly split down the middle with 13-13. We'll see if today gets 14. I went into the table, the last one that's going to get removed is the high forming first. So if we win on the low first today, it's going to be 14 for 14.
Yeah.
Before that gets removed. But it's looking at the table too, it's perfectly high, low, high, low, high, low, high.
Yep.
And then went on a streak of highs. But that's so rare to me. No breaks, no losses, no double breaks, or not double breaks, but no fake outs on a Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah, so this one will also consider if it doesn't break as well, so everyone knows.
I just took a look at London plus Ultra Trades. It failed on NQ. I don't trade London, so I'm not too familiar with fake outs that may happen during that time frame.
Yo.
iPhone first. What's going on, James?
What's up, guys?
ES ended up being a perfect example of what you wanted to play. Those had a perfect rejection at 50 and then right down. Doesn't look like, I mean, you're catching 5 points. It was 2.5 points from 25%.
Do you guys want to know something crazy?
What's that?
Elon Musk is worth $1.3 trillion. That means that we are closer to net worth to Jeff Bezos than Jeff Bezos is to Elon Musk by 3x more, by almost 4x.
I'm going to sleep good tonight knowing that.
Yeah.
I know, but Elon's South African. He says he's going to give me some of it.
I told that to my wife yesterday or earlier last week, and she was like, "Well, if you could just share a quarter of that," and I was like, "What are you going to do with $250 billion?"
Yeah, apparently, yeah, someone says he's worth more than the Bitcoin market cap. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that is crazy, actually.
Every dollar that SpaceX moves is $63 billion for him.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow.
He has a lot of ownership of that one. I don't think maybe he'll dilute it.
He has like 50% of it, I think.
Yeah, he's got a lot. And
what's that?
SpaceX.
Is
50%. Yeah.
SpaceX is what, 1.4 trillion now?
Yeah.
No, way more than that.
Oh, way more.
It's
like 2 something.
I can't wait until the shares get unlocked. It's at 2.6 trillion. It's double what its IPO price was supposed to be.
I want to say something completely speculative. Completely speculative. I'm going to say it one more time so everyone knows. Completely speculative, non-financial advice. The All In podcast is this podcast with 4 billionaire friends. They're all boys with Elon. If you guys want to go and listen to it, you can go and listen to it. I don't know what episode it is, but the guy Chamath was saying before SpaceX bought XAI, he was saying SpaceX is going to buy XAI. It makes perfect sense. There's no reason why they shouldn't. It makes the business model so much better. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And then it happened. Then he said recently, Chamath, it doesn't make sense that Tesla is not part of SpaceX, the umbrella.
Oh, wonderful.
And he was saying that he was like, I don't like that the other big asset is not in the umbrella of SpaceX, Starlink, XAI, whatever, all the other pieces now. So Elon has this giant conglomerate of companies minus Tesla. So what he made it seem like was SpaceX is going to buy Tesla and merge it in.
50% back.
Well,
that would be crazy.
For anyone who owns Tesla shares, you're going to get pretty much SpaceX shares at whatever. I don't know how the price would work, but if that happens, that would be insane.
Yeah.
He'd probably buy it back at like $600 a share.
Yeah, by the way. I'm thinking previous days lows on NQ.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you want the high to form first, right? Or what did you want? The low to form
first. I don't want the low forming first. I want the high form first. I'm looking for the opening range low as well.
Sure.
729.66 and SPY's basically right there at the opening week range. Also, shout out to you from yesterday, Andre, that gap fill by spike report.
Yep.
We went down 0.21, so just over 0.16 on Qs. Filled the gap by 3 cents.
Yep.
Filled it on NQ as well, and then just nuked down for the rest of the day. No more upside. But I very much do want to see the low not form first today. I want to see the high form first. See what you think of this, James. This is 100% stat for today on a Wednesday.
What's that?
The IB low forming first, 13 out of 13 Wednesdays.
In the last how long?
6 months.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, let me actually get my screen up here. I was just saying pre-market that I was looking for this level on NQ. So that would be extended market hours, previous days lows. That would be 271 down here on NQ.
What are you looking at here?
I want to see. It's a double
James,
confluence for the inside bar right now.
James, did you pull up your screen?
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled up my screen, but I was just showing the previous day's lows.
All right, got it. What were you saying?
We have the opening week range low lining up with the inside bar low. Inside bars have been insane. They've been so good. So good to us.
Dude, so good.
Dan on stream yesterday, he was going through the what's in play, and he was scratching his head, going, "Is that a 96% for a Tuesday?" And I said, "Sure is." And it's not like it's a rare stat either. It's the overall stat for inside bars with all weekdays is sitting at 88% right now.
Dude, it's crazy.
Just the going to the what's in play each weekday, it's like 96.
Yep. By the way, on the what's in play, if you close the sidebar on the right, like click the other one. The other one's down to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. There you go.
Thank you.
It'll clean up the view. Also on the left, if you want to, you don't have to, but on the left, if you do that, it'll help with some space.
I had to reset my cache again because that StreamYard recording.
Oh my God.
So everything back to how it was again.
So you're good now or no?
I think I'm good. I'm very familiar with Tradeovate now. Very familiar.
Unfortunately.
We also have the gap filled by size on SPY. We had a 0.11% gap. So that should have a 87% stat for filling it. ES filled. SPY may have filled too. I might have missed
SPY did fill. It's the candle before.
Yeah.
It's right. Yep, right there. Yep, right there.
Just barely filled it. And we're with that low, 20 cents off of the opening week range low and previous day's low.
Yep.
But that what's in play.
Dude, look at you. Look at you exploring the app.
95% for NQ, 93% for RTY, IWM.
Do you like looking at RTY, the other ones, IWM?
Not really.
You can, if you can take them off too if you want. If you go to the template at the top, I mean, you don't have to because I don't want to mess around with you.
I leave it for a little bit of added confidence because I have noticed that RTY and not IWM, RTY and YM usually line up with each other, and NQ and ES usually line up with each other.
Yeah.
You could save it as a template. Maybe we show the people how to do that. Now you're pissed.
Don't embarrass me in front of everyone.
I got a small short on NQ. I'm short NQ, small size for now at 451.
Beautiful, bro. Oh, good entry.
Yeah.
Wow, sniper entry.
I would like previous day's low, so that's why I don't want this to run without me. So I'm in the top size.
100 points? 150 points?
Yeah. I got 100 points top on it.
CFD, man. Doesn't matter.
That's the one. But the shorts have been pretty tough recently, so let's see.
Don't say that too loud. You'll get Andre excited.
Yeah.
Somebody say short.
Yeah. I actually want to ask the guys in the chat, and I want to ask you guys too. We've been adding so much to Edgeful recently that it's time to take a step back and make sure that everything flows well together. So everything has its own intention. The reports have their own intention, and don't worry, Zinc, I'm not changing the way the reports work. Reports have an intention and a use case. The what's in play has an intention and a use case. The same thing with the screener. Same thing with the let's keep the algos out of it for a second because it's a different plan. Same thing with the API. Let's put it to the side for a second. But as of right now, it's difficult to understand what the flow is between the features, between the reports, the what's in play, the screener, to understand intuitively within the app without having to be on a stream, live stream with us, without having to watch a bunch of videos. When should I use the what's in play? What does it do without having to watch videos? When should I look at the screener? When should I look at the reports? And I've been thinking about this a lot because I think that the way that we've built so quickly, but the way that we've done it is new feature, plug it in. New feature, plug it in. New update, plug it in. And what that's kind of caused is more siloed features and more of a siloed workflow of you kind of got to figure out how you do it by either by watching the streams or watching us or watching videos or whatever else. And it's not the best experience. So what I'm trying to do now is recreate what us three do, what Dan does on the streams, into a dynamic feature in edgeful. Something that will call out the trades that are setting up now. Something that will say, actually, ES and NQ are diverging on the IB buy rejection. Maybe you want to take a step back. Maybe you want to use lighter size. For every time these two things have happened together, it actually plummets the percentage of this other one playing out. So what I want to try to start to do is build, in an ideal world, we take the value that we give you guys on the stream, where Zinc goes through the reports, James is using the reports for Confluence, I'm using reports for targets, I'm using reports for Confluence, whatever else, the whole thing. And we build it into a feature that pretty much gives you trade plans based on what the reports are saying.
So basically, like giving a trader like a trading plan to trade the RB or trade the opening candle continuation or whatever it is.
Yeah, and to be clear, not entries, exits, like not entry, stop loss, take profit. This is where you're going to enter. We will never do that.
Yeah,
but
no, it makes sense.
For example, if you see
I'm going to cut at these pre-market lows. I'm going to cut half here, so up to 40 points. I'm going to cut there and then see if we want to slide more. Again, this is an earlier trade than usual, but I don't want to see this tank without me. So at least I can say I got some of it if we go on to previous.
There you go. Good trade, bro. So theoretically, today, let's just say that the IB high forms first on ES and NQ. We're still within the inside bar by the time the IB forms. Let's say there's a red opening candle. Instead of you having to kind of piece it together and to be like, oh, I know this report is bearish, this report is bearish, this one is bearish. This thing will actually highlight to you to say, these three confluences are pointing short. You can target a break of the IB low, and we're still in the inside bar. You can also target previous day's low.
Sure.
I'm curious what you guys think about this, because it's going to be like pretty complicated to do it. Like even like as I explain it, it's going to be pretty hard to do. But I'm curious what you guys think. I mean, Zinc and James, I'd love to hear what you guys think too about like combining the reports in a way that's like more intuitive, because the what's in play just outlines them like one by one, but it doesn't combine them the way that like you guys actually do in real life.
Yeah, that's why I was mentioning the first time you brought this up like 3 weeks ago, is that packages or bundles with like what James uses for the reports, using the opening week range alongside, I don't think there's one for VWAP, but if there was, alongside VWAP, targeting the low to inside bar low, you have all these add confluences that point in one direction. I think that would be important to have different sections based off what each individual trader uses with edgeful. But on the flip side of that, having too much lining up, I think, could be a negative thing for reports that people may not use. And getting like analysis paralysis and having this many need to line up before you go and take the trade.
100%. I agree with
and
you.
I'll close the rest up 20 points. So now I'll just sit back and see what we want to do the rest of the session. So I'll base X at 40 points, the rest of it off at 22 points. Now I'll see what we do get. I would like to move back down to that. But yeah, Andre, I like that. Maybe, as Zing said, like maybe we can package like a plan or whatever it is, and then that can help. The users give more like practical examples. Someone said made $100 with your trade. I take 10% commission, so I'll take that $10. No, good stuff. The trades at the open, if I'm trading before opening range is set, it's normally very quick, very scalpy. So we'll see what happens here. I would like to see something like this, a hold of this, and then maybe we get that move back down to previous day's lows from the extended market hours. From the New York session market hours, I think we did actually reach that, Zinc, if I'm not mistaken. Did we?
On which one? ES?
Oh no, NQ. NQ would be down at. It would also be 311, right? Around about there, 311.
Yeah, let me see.
on NQ. Sorry.
Pretty much lined up right with where the low was yesterday. 302 is what I see.
Yeah, sure. Got it. Yeah.
Watch this. I don't think, as much as I hate to say it, I don't think longs are that bad, but I don't want to see the low form first today.
Well, we're
really
super close to the previous day's low. On ES, we literally, I think we one tick away.
This is what we did yesterday, though. We missed the high by the same thing, and then we ended up taking the low. Trump, I don't think started talking yet. He's late, but he was supposed to talk at 9:30. So he is. Let's see, live news if the White House has it. Yeah, Trump's talking right now. So we'll see. Maybe he'll say something that shoots us up 200 points in 5 seconds. I can proudly say for the first time in basically my whole futures trading career, I caught a Trump news candle. I was in a trade while Trump said something.
Wow.
And it went my direction.
That's awesome.
That was right here on Friday. Go down to the
bang. Direct to the profit target?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I was long off the IB on Friday.
Close.
Doesn't look like that big of a move. Yeah, it was very close. And Trump said something about a peace agreement.
Bang. 3 minutes later.
This was long on the IB on Friday, and I was scratching my head here. I was like, I'm about to go short. This is going to stop me out. A little bounce up, and then Trump said something, and we went up 280 points in 3 minutes.
Jeez.
Pretty good. You'll take it when you get it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Did you guys see the UFC?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys care.
I did.
Dude, I used to follow the UFC a lot closer than I do now. Justin Gaethje destroyed that guy's face. And he was like, Gaethje was like heavily underdog.
He fought a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine.
Massive underdog. Jeez, what an exit on NQ, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Good exit on that. Even the first trim was spot on. That's how Troy goes.
There needs to be something on edgeful and big bold letters that says, anytime you want break even, secure your trade.
Yeah.
Maybe we put that in the setups thing. Like something that you, like if you have certain ways that, like, for example, if we do the setups, we'll have a place where people can go and like understand how you take the IB trade. Like inside of edgeful, theoretically, is the reports, maybe a video, and then like certain rules. Where like if your rules are, if you want to move your stop to break even, close the trade.
Yeah. Whatever
other rules are. If we're above previous days, whatever other like confluences you use outside of that, I think we should do that setups thing, especially with you guys. Like James's setups, like what are the different types of setups? Like I think if you have, what's up?
Put it on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We should do a podcast.
This is not what I wanted to see today.
Are you going to go for the 14 and 14?
No.
Really?
I will not be doing that.
Pretty good.
I could, but it does not make me feel good taking that trade. Last week was pushing it because it was 92%, but over the 6 month period, the last stat we lost was a high forming first, low form second, or it was a loss on might have been a low form, low broke. I do remember last week, I have a screenshot from my journal. It was 92.
Yeah.
I really want the high to form first. But this is inversing what we did yesterday with the sweep of that gap fill. And I just did look at the gap fill by size today as well. We only have a 33% stat to fill the gap. Gapped up between 0.7 and 0.9.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if we don't go and take that low. What I have been using is I added another one in, and for diverged inside bars, it's very rare, 5% and 8%, the NQ inverses what ES or vice versa on the inside bar stat. So if ES takes previous day's low, it's about a 95% stat that Qs will also go and take.
Oh, yeah. I pulled that up on the stream on Monday. I said if ES takes, if they're both inside bars, ES takes the low. How often does NQ not break the low or no break at all? And it said something like 5%.
Yeah, 5 to 8% is what I got. 6 and 9 outcomes over the past 2 years.
By the way, guys, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, good.
Try out edgeful AI. It's in the top left of the sidebar. I think if you could just go back to show them where it is.
Yep.
Right there on the left, the big blue button on the left side. Go to that. Just play around with it. The only thing that you need to do first is, Zink, if you just click new chat for a second. You got to connect the report. You have to click, it's not as intuitive. We need to fix this, but you have to click analyze reports first to give it the data. And then once you connect the data, then you can start to ask the questions. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you're new to Edgeful, go in there, start just ask questions. How do I use this? What are like common patterns? Like whatever you can think of. And you can also ask it to give you questions to ask. By the way, if you feel like you don't know what to ask, be like, yo, give me questions to ask you, and it'll do it. So
5 to 8% and that's what we did yesterday too. It just took a lot longer on SPY. It didn't break until 11:45. That was a secondary target.
Slow downer. Zink, if you go back to your, what's it called for a second? Slow downer, can you click on the usage details below new chat? You do have the number of tokens right in there. If you click on the usage details on the side, it's super rare to go through all the tokens, to be honest.
He told edgeful AI to run itself.
Yeah.
It ran infinitely overnight.
But yeah, you can see it there, just so you know. Also, Edgeful is probably the only company that it is the only company that I know that pays for your AI usage. So like, that's all for free. Like you use Sonnet 4.6, which is the most recent Sonnet model to do all the analysis. It's the Claude model. We're the only company that pay for your usage to do that. But yeah, sorry, Zink, what were you saying before?
I don't remember.
Something about the inside bar is 5%.
Oh, yes. So we haven't taken it yet, so it doesn't really make sense to look for that report. But if we were to take previous day's low and SPY, we would theoretically have a 95% chance that NQ would also go and take previous day's low.
Yeah.
And a 5% chance that NQ would go and take previous day's high, which is way up there, 744.20. My favorite thing to do, keep it as simple as possible with these edgeful reports, specifically the inside bar. Whichever one's closer to it typically goes and takes. Sometimes you have occurrences like yesterday where it barely misses previous day's high and then it goes and takes the low. Smaller ranges are a lot better for that, but as we were looking at like Tuesday last week, Wednesday very nearly took it. We actually didn't break Tuesday's range for the entire week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday never broke out of Tuesday's inside bar or the opening week range.
In the what's in play, by the way, we added inside bar, and we have the new report too, inside bars by previous day size.
Awesome.
So what that means is when there's a 1,500 point day, you can actually filter those days and be like, I don't want to include those days. What are the normal ranges? So if you go to the inside bars report, and then you go to the sub report by previous day size, You can see the different options right there. By the way, I don't remember. I think I was watching the stream, the custom.
Yep.
If you click on that, the way to change the range is in the customize on the left side, like in the customization in there. You pick the range there, and then you select the option on the other. Like you can pick whatever you want the range to be, and then it changes whatever the button on the actual screen is. So if you want it to be from like 2.5 to 4%, you can do that, and then it.
Perfect.
It's now it's going to 0. Yeah. Okay.
0 to 2.5. I don't think any days over 2.5 are probably going to hit.
Yeah. Okay. So that in that case, you can just filter for those days, but the way to pick the range is from the customization thing.
Gotcha. 1 and 1 and 5 days.
NQ coming down again.
If you say it too loud, it's going to bounce.
I'm going to get another coffee while we wait for this trash.
Nate the student said Andre dropped the Mr. Zink and James reports list and allow everyone to have a little direction in building on their list.
I'm working on it. It'll be probably called the setups.
Awesome.
Setups page. I'm going to look into it.
James, your friend YM is taking off. Yeah. I'm not trading YM, just DEX and NQ in New York session.
YM stinks.
It is taking off. It's back at previous.
YM always is inversing whatever NQ is doing.
Dude, yeah.
This is a 300-point pop on it.
Yeah.
Opening week range high taken immediately too. Maybe I'll start. I don't have access to trade that though. You have to have a different subscription plan to do it, unless you're still in the use previous settings. Yeah, it's still in. Unless you're still in
I've got
the environment, you don't have access to it.
Yeah, I've got the data on it, but I don't know where that came with.
I don't think that Lucid wants to pay for my data usage for that. I had them restrict gold too because all the testing that I did showed that I had a very bad losing streak with gold.
What? So you told them you can't trade gold, but you told the thing.
Yeah, I said that I didn't want access to trade gold, so they removed that. I think it's.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Whatever data subscription gold is.
Yeah.
They removed it. See another comment here. Isn't it incredible how a couple hours ago price rallied hard up from Globex IB high to view up, then just now rallied hard from Tokyo IB high, and bounced hard from the London IB low. I draw these levels out every day. If I had only used them this morning, I could have made so much money. That would be an interesting report. How often do we react to previous IBs? Something to look into. I bet I can work something up with edgeful AI. What I did want to look at is how often do the IBs coincide with each other. So if we have a bullish break, and this is one of the rules I have for Globex and Asia, I don't hold the Globex trade through Asia Open at 8 because they sometimes diverge each other. How often do they line up and produce the same breakout or break out or break down stat? And then same thing for London heading into New York. That'd be cool. But that's something I can ask the AI. Last night they inverse each other is what I'm getting at too. And I think we had a bullish Globex and then it ended up breaking to the downside. And then Asia just pushed up the entire time. News today, yes, we have the first ever Kevin Warsh FOMC minutes.
Wow. By the way, guys, wherever you're watching, we have 662 people watching live, not total views, live. Wherever you're watching, please follow the account that you're watching on. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on X, follow. It really helps us out. We still have 0 on Facebook. Not that I really care about Facebook, but wherever you're watching, please follow. If you guys get any value from this stream, you want to do us a favor, which you don't have to do, send it to a friend. Tell them about it. That would be huge.
Here comes previous day's low and SPY now.
Jeez, NQ with a massive 50-minute bar down. That's 190 points right now, 180 points. So that previous day's low is for extended market. I was at 271, 270. Call it, is looking on the cards right now.
Zinc, what was that IB report you were talking about?
I'll ask the
What
AI.
did you want to?
How often do they coincide with each other? So if Globex is bullish with a breakout, how often does Asia also print a breakout? Last night, funny enough, they both were bullish, but we lost on Globex. I didn't trade Globex last night because I don't trade them on Tuesday nights. Asia also printed bullish. Night before that, they countered each other. Sorry, no, they actually were both bearish again. So how often does London's Globex with a breakout or breakdown also print into a breakdown or breakout on New York?
So you want to compare Globex to Asia and London to New York?
Yep. There's a new low finally. Yes.
Yeah, you're hyped. So now what just happened, and this is the type of thing that I want this new feature to be able to highlight somehow, and maybe I'm like blowing this out of proportion in my mind. ES took previous day's low, took the inside bar stat. Only 5% of the time has NQ not done it. Now, NQ is technically stronger and it's lagging, but it's very unlikely that NQ doesn't reach the 30,300-ish area because we now know that ES took that low. So how do we make that information readily available to you as a trader in the moment right now to be like, yo, you need to be aware that it's very, very likely that NQ now goes and takes the low because for every time ES has done it, NQ has also done it.
Could we use the scripts that I've already written or you've already written in edgeful AI and have that be like a public page?
But that's not dynamic. It's not live.
That's right.
That is right.
Yeah, we have
it's going to have to be a new interface. So it's live. Because you need to ask that question. You need to load the report. You need to ask the right question. You need to know when it's happening. I don't want you to have to do that. I want to be able to flag that to you based on potentially reports that you care about. So if you care about the inside bars, do you want to be notified with an alert to say, yo, this thing happened on one, the other one is very likely to happen now?
Yeah. We have a 5% stat that we go in, 95% stat that we should go and break the low on NQ right now, which is 729.66 or 302. Use what's in play and have an alert system by text or email.
We're going to do alerts in the edgeful app.
Nice.
So like notifications that will be like, this is formed, this has been taken, whatever. You can set the alerts. That's something else that's going to be part of this, because I also think that people tend to miss things because we don't notify them. We just kind of expect you to have it up. There's a lot that we need to improve on that I think about a lot. I know that I'm sure everyone's like, oh, the platform is great. But like when I look at it, I'm like, there's a lot that we need to do better with. So
I would like an aggressive short right now to the inside bar low with this little bounce. Let's bounce off previous day's low and SPY. We should go and take. Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually happy I
run with that, man.
Because you see now this was actually a difficult trade to get back in on, but I'm happy that I at least caught 40 points of that drop because I like the pull towards the previous day's lows, and that's just using that inside bars that we actually saw yesterday by size, previous day size, someone asked in the pre-market stream, it was over 2% yesterday. Only 25% of the time do we stay within the previous day's highs and lows.
Yeah. Just found out you can buy a funded live prop account. Is that something you do? I always have evals. I don't know what firm you can buy the live with. That seems a little strange.
Maybe he's talking about instant funded.
Dude, this guy's Wi-Fi went out. I just pulled up your screen.
Yeah. I'm just watching NQ for that move to 270, but ES also dropped. ES actually hit previous day, or almost hit previous day's lows from the extended market hours. So watching that, Zinc's Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is better.
It is.
Skunk.
What's the core comparison?
Any other questions in the chat? Do you want to bring up your screen as well, Andre? I'm just
yeah, just give me a second. I'm trying to put something together now. Wow, we're getting a strong bounce. It's
strong
crazy.
bounce there off that level, yeah. Short bias today. We'll also have to see after the first hour prints on NQ. Our short bias until that previous day is low. So, but at the moment, the first 30 minutes is bearish. So if we look at the edgeful statistics, and we go to the opening candle continuation on NQ. NQ, and we look at year to date. Let's look at year to date, and let's look at customized. Let's go first 30 minutes because the first 30 minutes is printed bearish.
Yeah,
we can see that year to date, if the first 30 minutes is bearish, 68% of the time will close below the open price. The red day, but obviously I do like if you even look at the first hour. Let's see what the first hour will print. 72, so a little bit extra edge if you wait for that first hour, but we are printing pretty bearish right now. I mean, that's a pretty bearish first 30 minutes or so.
He's back.
He's back. The man is back.
Power flicker that time.
By the way, Miguel, I see this question here about the what's in play not working. Please reach out to support because I just pulled it up and it's working for me. It shouldn't be a browser issue. So please reach out. I want to make sure that's like solved for you as fast as possible. Reach out to support in the app on the bottom right, and we'll make sure to get that solved.
Yeah. Dude, Andre, as I said, I was looking at my stats. I think, I don't know if I told you, but DAX and NQ in the New York sessions where I'm making my money. Just a lot more focus I've even felt this week from just only watching those two, you know?
Yeah. No more YM.
No more YM, bro. I'm done
more.
with that shit. I'm done with that shit.
Good.
Done with it.
Yeah, dude. Focusing on one or two tickers is the way to go.
Yeah. I'll swing trade YM.
It's totally fine.
I'm very tempted to take a short right now. I know it's very early to the IB, but with this bounce off previous day's low, I think that it's pretty good entry into targeting previous day's low in Qs. The only thing is I don't know where to put the stop loss on this. Do I put it at IB 75? Do I put it at the current IB high, which is 200 points away?
Probably not. I would put it over 430 on NQ. If you're going to get in now, I would put it in that area. Personally, I would not wait for 490, 500, in my opinion.
So this is something I was talking about yesterday. What's helped me significantly with trading props, this is a trade that I want again, but this is a speculative trade. It's not something that I would use with the IB backing it. So this is something that I would go and hop over to a different set of accounts or a different prop account and trade it on there because it's not the same strategy. I've been trading the same strategy on Lucid. It's been doing very well. Top step, I take all my speculative trades and then Tradeify, I'd use the IV, just size up by 2 or 3 times. Helps me get the tilt mindset out of there as well, so I'm not as susceptible to wow, look at this continuation. Glad I didn't get in. I'm not as susceptible to tilting on an account if I feel like I missed the trade.
Yep. All right.
I'm gonna make a new high.
Let me pull up my screen.
Go for it.
So for everyone who's interested in the API, I would highly recommend looking into it. James just started diving into it.
Yeah, take Bruce, baby. I've sorted out some
Tech Bruce, this guy.
Tech Bruce.
The two tech wizards we have on this stream. So I pretty much asked the question, can you look at the IB report on NQ? I want to compare break types on the London session and the New York session. For example, how often does the London session break the IB breakdown? I tried to be more specific with the actual term, or break the IB low. New York session also breaks the IB low. Now, pretty much it gave me the answer. I said, give me a simple explanation. Beautiful, Troy. Awesome.
What's that's Troy. I was on a call with him yesterday. I was like, dude, get edgeful and use the API is one of
beautiful, bro.
Perfect 50% reaction, by the way.
Are you taking this?
No, I didn't get in.
Are you gonna take it?
These ones, I just can't figure out where I want to place my stop loss. That's the main thing that keeps me out of the trade. I know that I have the direction for it, but it's not like I'm gonna
opening range high with CFDs.
So
yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Zink. That looks like a nice one, but then you would have to have like a 140-point stop on NQ.
You can't do that. It's not. That's not. I would not do that.
Yeah. Well, for me, I can do it, but yes,
yeah, I know. We should move to South Africa and start only so we can trade
South Africa to trade.
Yeah.
So simple answer: NQ last 6 months. If London breaks its IB high, 74% of the time, New York also breaks its IB high that same day. If London breaks the IB low, it's a coin flip in New York. 42% breaks the high, 42% breaks the low. If London breaks both, happens 67% of all days, New York does its own thing. So,
Zink, I did take a short again now at 391, just underneath opening range low.
I ended up taking it too. I just couldn't take it. I couldn't confidently take it on Lucid. So I took it. This is what I was just talking about with diversifying the positions.
Do you want to pull up the screen?
I'm going to pull my screen back up.
Yeah.
All right.
I aggressively took this on Tradeify, but I also added into it. But with in respect to this, I don't know where do I go and put my sound stop loss.
What do you?
That makes sense. What I'm trying to say.
Intuitively, where is your stop going to go?
I put it when I just entered there. I had it just above IB50 in this consolidation zone, which doesn't seem like that. That's what I'm trying to say is that I have the idea to go short, and I think this is what a lot of people struggle with as well. Everyone's going to struggle with this in trading. You have the idea to go short, you want to go short, but the thing keeping you out is where do you have a mechanical approach or a sound stop loss to it. And I think that's something that I've always struggled with. But what I'm getting at is it helps. Obviously, there's no trade here on Lucid. I took this on Tradeify, and that will probably be. I'll be done with these accounts for the day.
Yeah.
I'll just
so
them now.
Would you not in your eyes when you're looking at that, even if you go to like a 1 minute, just so we can see the structure a little bit more?
Yep.
Are you like in your mind, where does the short become invalid?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a sound idea because the data's there, but there's no true entry model with trying to target inside bar low. You use the IB alongside that. The reason that I'm so short bias right now is because we have that 95% stat that we should go and take the low on NQ, but that doesn't quantify what we're going to do prior to taking the low. So are we going to bounce 200 points? Are we going to break the IB high and have a bullish IB today and then go and take the low off news at 2:00 in the afternoon?
So in your mind, let's say you got short right now at the 50, the IB 50. Do you need a break of the IB high to invalidate your trade, or does a reclaim of at the current state, the IB 75, the 490 area, to say, you know what, this is probably not going to come back down, at least to the point where my entry, this specific section of the trade, is no longer valid. And if it does break this area and come back down, I can always re-enter.
I think for this trade, the only way that I see it getting invalidated is if we take a new IB high. So that's where I would put it.
Okay. That's what I was curious about.
But
so
on
110 points.
Yeah, that's way too high.
Yeah.
So even with one MNQ, that's too speculative of a trade. And then I can't go and take the trade on ES because ES doesn't have the draw to the downside.
Correct. Also, I didn't even fill the NQ didn't even fill the gap either, honestly.
So I'm in at half. I'm in at just half the risk that I took on I made on the first trade, just to protect profits.
This guy stops at all-time highs.
Risking $50.
What was I going to say now as well? Someone was asking. Oh, I'm in KZN, Gary. Yeah, someone's asking where I'm in South Africa.
Yeah, I like the short, but I'm just not too interested with like a Trump speaking day, FOMC minutes.
Yeah.
In terms of
that's when. Can I go 2 for 2 for Trump catching a nice 200-point candle for me? Can it happen again, please?
So for anyone who's wondering about that IB with different sessions, there's your answer. If you want to do more analysis on it, always short. If you want to do more analysis on it, you can get the API. We do have, everyone with an edgeful sub has access to the API, but with the $49 plan, the essential plan, you do not have like that much to play with. You pretty much, the intention of the API in the essential plan is so you can get it set up realistically. If you're not going to be able to do that much with it, it's so you can set it up, so you can test it, so you can see the types of questions you can ask. But it's not meant for you to be able to like do a deep dive at any type of analysis. It's mostly so you can get it set up. Yeah. And I cannot believe ES is going to take a new IB high.
This is exactly what keeps me out of it from a sound standpoint. But on the same note too, every time I think about going break even on those trades, the ones I just took on Tradeify, I always secure it, even if it's only a couple $100.
Yeah.
The ones that I'm speculative on, I always want to de-risk or just secure it immediately, so it's more of a scout. And I'll take those on completely different sets of accounts, so it doesn't leak over into what I should be trading, which is the IB with IBY rejection.
Yeah.
Which I have the IB and the entry model and the flip. I have this almost perfectly mechanical now. You could make an algo out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's the. What's up?
We have. This is all the stipulations to it right now. If we close in the 50 to 75%, there's no entry until a 5-minute candle closes over or under the 50 or 75. So if for today, let's say we close over 75, I would go long with the stop at IB 50. Ideal entry, since we're still short, but we're diverged if SPY goes and takes a new high, is going to be a short position with the stop at 75. And there's no more discretional front run to it either.
Wow.
So always waiting for 1030 now. No more 1023, 1028. No entries there. And see if you can wrap your head around this too, because every time I say this, I laugh a little bit. Everyone gets a little surprised. The profit factor. So the only discretional entry is the only difference on the strategy is do you enter at 25 or 50. The profit factor entering between 25 and 50, regardless of where your entry is. So IB 32, IB 48, IB 40. The profit factor is the same across the board.
Can you explain that?
You get more frequent entries at the IB 25 because the IB 50 doesn't get tested nearly as much.
Yeah.
You get frequent entries, but your profit's less.
Got it.
You get, and it's perfectly scaled all the way up on the IB. I don't know if we have any examples from, of course, this week like yesterday, we never hit the IB 25. So this probably wouldn't have been an entry. Monday, we hit the IB 50. I got my entry at IB 28, still made the same profit.
Yep.
Friday, same thing. We got an entry at IB 50. You get the higher up in the IB you enter, the more frequent your trades are.
Yeah.
As long as it's not over 75%. If you get an entry at IB 50, your R is double that. So you technically only need 2 trades a week to capitalize on 4 trades off the IB 25. And then
do you hold to the break now?
Yep. Hold to the break of it. So if we want to go short today, as long as it doesn't close where it is right now, we have 10 minutes left. If it closes in this region, I'm going to go into the IBOR rejection. Go to 2 years worth of data. If we close over the midpoint, don't really need all, look at all weekdays. This drops all the way down to actually favor an incorrect break of the IB. This is pretty close to 50-50, so it's not a statistical advantage to go bullish or bearish. And I know this is just for the 1030 close, but I have back tested it myself. It carries on even after the IB closes over or under that level, regardless of the 1030 break. If it happens at 1045, it's still similar to these stats.
So right now in the next 10 minutes, what this is saying is if it closes between the 75 and the 100, which is what ES seems like it's going to do, it's going to more likely to break the high.
Yep. It's very likely to go and break the high. 88 and 82, and that's with 9, 8 wins, 1 loss, 11, 9 wins, 2 losses. But it doesn't happen all that often is the thing.
Yeah.
When it does happen, it's very significant to go in that direction.
NQ is also breaking its New York session open VWAP at the moment, so I'm just watching it at the moment. I got my stop at above opening range high, so with half the risk that I won.
This would be a nice reversion down too. This would be 13 with 2 losses, and the last one would high-low form. High form first, low broke first. This would be 13, 2 losses, 10 wins, and then 1 no break on there. Should be pretty nice to see. If it closes where it is on NQ right now, no trade until it gets over 75 or under 50. If it closes where it is right now on ES, target the high.
Stop below the 50?
Stop at the 50, yeah. The upside trade is it's just 1-to-1 R. I wouldn't put the stop at IB 25 because it's still technically signaling that you should go and break the low.
Yep.
What I have also started adding in is divergence on the closure. So if NQ closes below 50, but ES closes at like the 75 where it is right now, do we take that trade? What would be crazy right now is the low forming first and the high forming second, and we go and break the high, for 14 Wednesdays.
That would be crazy.
And it forms the high with like 3 minutes left in the candle. I would not
That
doubt
buzzer
that
beater. I mean, on ES, you're talking about like 3 points less.
Yeah, this isn't
now.
anything that I would take. Because ES can breathe and it wicks down 6 points and now you're stopped up.
NQ's a little bit has some more meat on there, but I cannot believe it didn't take this inside bar low.
Yeah, that's I agree.
This is the same disbelief I shared yesterday. 45 minutes that we were hovering at the inside bar high and then just one 200-point candle down.
Yep.
Down for the rest of the day. What would be really nice is if we do go and take a new high and then take the inside bar low and we revert back to what the average should be. That would be nice to see.
On the IB buy rejection on Wednesday.
Yes. I don't have any example, or I don't have any front run guesses. I would say that it still closes at 90% most Wednesdays. So maybe it closes at like 7:35.13 and goes and takes the high immediately. We have 6 minutes left. And
I closed NQ before my stop, so I'm still going to be green on the day.
Nice.
Can you imagine someone who doesn't know trading listening to the stream right now? Or even like they don't even know what edgeful is. They don't know what the IB is. They don't know like high form first, low form first, inside bars. Like, oh my God. Like they would be like, what is happening right now? Wow, it looks like we're going to get that high. New high. There it is. New high on the ES.
NQ as well.
Not yet on
Not
NQ.
yet. Just off. There you go.
Wow. Crazy.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Nothing.
I kind of do want to. I kind of do want it to go and take a high and then fail, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think there's something that's going on right now that's making that push. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's definitely not nothing.
230 points from the low, from that wick low. 230 points on the dot.
Yeah.
30,318. A little bit less than 228 points, 27 points. New high formed. I'd be tickled pink if this goes and takes the low. I really would. That would make me so happy. Tickle pink.
Tickle pink? What is
that? What?
I don't know what it means. My parents have always said it.
Does that mean like happy?
I'm assuming so.
I read that.
Kowalski said,
to be extremely pleased, delighted, or amused by something often describes a state of joyful excitement.
Awesome.
Rosy flush someone gets when laughing or feeling highly emotional.
Hilarious. Pretty good. It's an old saying. Donald's here. Oh, Mark said the same thing.
Zinc is 60.
Zinc is 60.
I'm an old soul. Look at all those people backing me up. Thank you. Thank you very much. So with this wick back down, do I go long now? This is hard. Because we have the inside bar low and we're anticipating a loss with that 100%.
Where would you enter at the 25? At the now 25?
Yeah, entry. So I'd flip the position. Entry would be here, and stop loss remains constant at the 75. Shout out to Dan for that. Because if the stop loss hits at 75, then it's very likely we go and take the low, and
then you flip.
Ideally, yeah. Ideally, it is a substantial risk. It would be 110. You want to get in at the 50.
That's too much, dude.
if you do flip, yeah, I don't like getting that large of a trade. If you do flip at the 75, then you're break even for the day if it wins. And the worst case, this is what the original strategy I had with it was the invalidation was IB low. Worst case, it's a stop loss at IB low and it's invalidated. So you lose 1R.
Yeah.
I've seen this. So the question I just got is, how many times have we seen the IB high barely get taken to form a new IB high, and then it goes and sweeps the low? I've seen it a handful of times, but you also want to add in what SPY is doing, because SPY made a substantially new high. So this one is pretty valid. NQ, this is tricky to trade right now because we don't want to. If you go and post, if I go and take a screenshot of this online, if I take a win on the IB high forming first or IB low forming first and the IB high gets broken, I will get ridiculed. Everyone will make fun of me. And probably edgeful too. They'll say, no, 100% stat. You go and say that anywhere in the trading space, you will get ran to the curb.
Yep. I agree with that too, by the way. I'll say that now. Does this long, I mean, I don't know. The ES long doesn't look horrible, honestly.
Neither of the longs look bad, but I like both of them. This is what's tricky. Zinc, how do you look at the previous trade P&L I took on Trade-Evade? Lucky for you, I just took like a 3-day crash course on Trade-Evade, resetting my cash. Go into reports, performance. If you took the trade today, which is 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., that's under your today report. If you took it yesterday, you go to that and it shows you all your trades right here. And then you can click on the individual trade that you want to. You can even customize it down to a time frame that you took the trade.
Huh.
Yeah, if you guys want to know anything about Trade-Evade, I'm your guy.
I need another coffee, but I do like the longs here.
Yeah, we got IB25. See, now what do I do how do I validate taking this trade if I go online and post 100% win rate or 100% stat for a win?
You don't.
Don't.
You go with the flow. It's been working well recently. You're gonna keep running it until it fails.
What would you do, Andre? You see 100% stat.
No, I don't like 100% stats. It actually, ironically, though, it is 100%. It is like one of the very few 100% stats that I've seen that doesn't have like two outcomes.
Yep.
Sure.
This would be the IB25 entry right now. The one drawdown I do have to this is the inside bar stat didn't get taken.
Yeah.
So is it going to draw down to the inside bar low? I may try it at the 50. If we get down to the 50, I may take an entry there.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get my coffee.
Yes, as well. Interesting. Yes, didn't take the pre-market highs. Both of them actually NQ as well.
View up is also flat too.
Yeah,
it's actually angled down.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm green on the day, so I'll wait.
Dan Cook just said, I can't take the IB25 today with that inside bar and gap fill still below. That's the 1-to-1 entry right there, IB33. I don't know. This is hard. On one side, we have a very streaky Wednesday stat 13. If this takes the high today, this will be 14 Wednesdays that the low form first had the high break first. But exactly what Dan Cook's saying here too. The inside bar below, because keep in mind the IB it's a very strong stat. We like playing the IB. We love playing the IB. But we also just took a look at the inside bar, the diverged inside bars on NQ. There's a 5% chance that NQ will not go and break the inside bar low because SPY already did. And that's right here. Bullish breakout, ES bearish breakout. It's happened 6 times over the past 2 years. So it's very unlikely that we don't go and take the inside bar low, that would keep me out of this trade. On the same note, and what we've been discussing all day is that 100% stat for something.
We also have that bearish first hour confirmed now, Zinc. So it was a bearish first hour for that opening candle continuation.
30-minute too.
Yeah, 30-minute as well. So I don't hate my second short. I'm still going to be green on the day from the.
Thank you there too, Sean Trashy. So we do have the opening week range that also lines up with the inside bar stat.
Sure.
This is
But
hard.
we haven't taken the lows yet on NQ. If I'm not mistaken.
We still have the gap fill, still have the inside bar stat low. It's very important. This is would you rather be taking, on average, the IB is about 75%, 72 to 75%. That's over every weekday, regardless of your closing zone, regardless of what other entry criteria you have on the IB, or a stat for inside bars, which have been very good to us. 95% chance or 95% stat that NQ goes and breaks the inside bar low, or a 5% stat that NQ does not.
You know what I'm hearing? A lot of not confusion, but
just mixed decisions. Yeah.
Mixed signals. And you know what that means?
No trade.
That means
Italy
no
flag.
trade. It means no trade, guys. You don't want
also,
to...
remember, that's why you would have heard, even on my first trade, I said I'm going in at half size, and then I even reduced size on the second trade, also because it's FOMC as well. And also, it's a short week too, right? There's a bank holiday on Friday. So
if 50 works today, I'm going to disown the IB.
You could never.
SPY, I'm not too worried about it because SPY is tanking hard. Which is funny because banks are doing really well today.
That's why YM's probably ripping.
Yeah. JP Morgan won their case.
Bank of America's up. I mean, they're probably up like this because of the World Cup. They are on every single World Cup advertisement that I've seen.
I wonder what the return on that is.
It's got to be.
You know how expensive that must be?
A lot. But all the Brits coming over, or all the Europeans coming, really any country coming over, you see clips of them and they're like, oh, it cost me $1,500 a day to be here. It cost me $3,000 a day to be here.
It's crazy, dude. Wow. ES now, ironically, much weaker structurally than NQ.
Yeah. So this would now be a short because it just hit the IB 75.
Yep.
Wow.
If you're completely disregarding what NQ was doing. Go ahead, James. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was just saying ES is coming from a new low. I took one more short on NQ at 450 on the break of the New York session VWAP. So I'm going to see if I can get low of day.
That's a great entry, bro.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait to see if SPY takes the low. I'll take a short at IB 75 and put a 1-to-1. Actually, better yet, I'll take a short at the 75 and put my TP at the inside bar low. So that's the trade that I'll take if we get down there.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in at 450. I'm just 450.25, but on that break of that New York session VWAP.
Nice.
And again, I'm trading in line with that opening candle continuation, right? Like the shorts are, for me, that's one of my favorite reports. We're still looking, we're underneath weekly VWAP, we're underneath the New York and daily VWAP, and the first hour's rate. So I'm playing in that statistics.
I love watching the desk slowly climb up.
Dude, if I didn't have a standing desk, I would literally not stand ever.
I stand when I play golf or baseball.
I don't play golf or baseball or do anything athletic.
I know I'm still young, but I pitched in a men's league game on Sunday, 158 pitches. I'm hurting.
How's your shoulder?
Hurt. Shoulder's not bad. It's just my entire body is achy.
James used to be an athlete.
Yeah, I was pumping iron this morning, boss. 8 a.m. I'm up.
Oh, me too. No, I work out every day, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, but the thing, you know how tough it is sometimes to get up when you go to sleep at like 10, because obviously that's when market closes my time. So
yeah, I usually go ahead, Zink.
321 concurrent just on YouTube right now. Thank you guys for joining in.
Yeah, good call.
Make sure you guys comment edgeful as we are doing the 5 draws for the giveaway today. Right at the end of the stream in the next 20 minutes.
5 free months, 1 per person, to be clear.
So this would
you have
be
to stay
now...
to the end, by the way.
Yes.
You have to stay to the end of the stream in order to see if you win or not. So. Wow,
this is looking
at stocks as well. Mag 7, every single Mag 7 stock is red at the moment.
Send it lower.
What stopped me from getting into the longs today? The inside bar stat.
Send it lower. I'm not in anything, but
I'm not. Yeah, if we hit the 75, I'm going to go short. I'm going to target the inside bar low. What's even worse about this today with the stat that we have is that we closed in the 25% per Q. So that would, for all the stats, it's like a 90 percentile.
What's crazy is how weak ES is. ES was the one who made a significant new high.
Yeah. This one's been playing out really well from the IB 75. I bet if we sat down for 2 hours, we could make an algo for the IB. With the IB 25 to IB 50, and the only discretional part is people that want more frequent trades but smaller RR, and vice versa. If you want 2R, you get in at the IB 50.
We could look into it.
We're about to take the IB low and SPY.
That's crazy.
The IB 75 flip.
Crazy.
Almost
the IB
there.
Low is gonna be taken on. NQ's not even. It's like barely halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So Zink, I'm out of curiosity. You wanted to short NQ, not ES, right?
Correct, because NQ still has the draw to the downside.
Wow, new IB low, or not new IB low. Break of the IB low.
On ES, yeah.
On ES.
What's interesting as well is that ES had the bullish first hour. Look at this. ES had the bullish first hour, whereas NQ had the bearish first hour. That's why I'm shorting NQ and not ES. Obviously, I'm mainly focused on NQ too. But very interesting to see. We short in the first hour on NQ, but ES is actually bullish. Very interesting. That's a massive 50-minute bar on ES, by the way. That's
I'm gonna. Let's see.
I'm up 60 points at the moment, by the way.
Are you waiting for the inside bar stat, James?
Yeah, I'm going to try and hold to that inside bar, to at least to low up there, and then we'll see if we can get a continuation low. But I'm up 75.
I got short at...
I'm pulling it all here. 75 points. I'm green on the ball.
Oh, God, Zink.
No.
He just goes, I got short. James is like, I'm out.
I'm out. But I'm in at a better price. So I understand Zink's short. There we go.
Oh my God. That could not be more perfect.
We should be, they are diverged right now. SPY taking the low should also signal that Q's goes and takes it. Because we don't SPY, it's typically I would close it since SPY took the IB, but we're not targeting the IB low on SPY. They both SPY lost on the IB just now. That's a loss on the IB. It's not valid on the stat. So I'm looking for, it's probably going to hit my stop loss real quick here, which is unfortunate. I'm looking for the inside bar low.
Entry.
Previous day's low. Yeah, that was a worse entry.
I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but it's funny because James, you go, I'm short, and James goes, I'm out. And it couldn't have been better timing.
I mean, I did get a good entry price on it. So I'm up 70 points. I'll take that.
It is what it is. That was a bad trade. How the heck does it tick me in at 75 and then bounce?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It
happens. By the way, guys, it's not that big of a deal.
So the thought process behind that trade, I had a lot going on there. Questions. The reason that I wanted to get short was, one, we hit the IB 75, so that should signal that we go lower. I can't really see why it bounced as aggressively as it did just there. Maybe because James got out. So SPY taking the low should signal that QQQ will also invalidate the IB today, plus the IB stat, the inside bar stat, getting taken.
Correct.
So we have a 95% stat that we go and take the low, plus the additional draw to the downside that SPY took the IB low. So it's very unlikely that SPY, especially on Wednesdays, it's unlikely that SPY goes and takes the IB high. Should go and take the low. Typically I would not trade that, which in hindsight, that was a 2-minute loss. It's very unfortunate. The reason that I did get in was not because of the additional draw to the downside on SPY. When one of the IBs breaks, if they're going the same direction, you lose that additional draw to what you're looking for price to go to. SPY is very weak right now, so it looks like it should continue going lower.
Yeah.
NQ on the flip side should also continue going lower because it has the inside bar stat.
Zink, where was your stop on that trade, by the way?
Put it at IB 50.
Okay.
It's 1-to-1.
Because it's still underneath New York session view app right now, where we're sitting on NQ.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get back in, but I think that's
it's not. We're literally rejecting off of it now at the moment as we speak.
I do like the shorts all the way down to. I'm very tempted to try it again.
Look at that! Literally rejecting it now again, Zink. So I was in on that New York session VWAP break and then back down to the lows, but now it's respecting it again over here.
Also,
probably best to just move on.
Also, I'm going to pull up my screen for a second here.
Go ahead. I do.
How often ES takes the IB low in the New York session, NQ takes the IB low same day? ES takes the IB low on 55% of all days. When ES takes the IB low, NQ takes the IB low same day 83% of the time.
With the additional draw of the inside bar stat to the low.
No, I can add that in.
Add that. So that's just as is.
That's just as is.
If I were to go in again, I think I'd risk that right there. Entry IB 50.
I can't see your screen right now. But can you check those days? Check the inside bars where ES takes. I mean, the draw is absolutely to the downside.
Yeah, it's just
Ben, you can, with the API, and you can do this in edgeful AI as well, but with the API, you can literally do whatever you want. You can create custom sessions, you can combine reports, you can combine different tickers. Oh my God.
Jeez, Zinc.
Oh my God, there it is.
Dude, that's a massive bar.
God.
Are we serious?
There's your, the Trump candle did. I'm assuming it's a headline, but
I was so close to click and sell again, but I don't have.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, Zinc.
Are we serious right now?
yeah. Sorry about
Jeez.
that.
Look at where it hit.
Right there, previous day's low.
Son of a. Oh,
Follow
that
the
hurt.
opening candle continuation on NQ.
I tried.
No, but you have to go stop loss 300. You have to go stop loss 300 points. I told you.
I have never, in all the flips I've done on the IB, I've never once had it pivot like that strong and immediately go and hit the 50.
Sure.
If this makes you feel any better, look at this comment.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, these headlines, I'm not going to lie, I cannot wait for them to be over.
I was so close to clicking short there too. I really was.
I personally, I hate these headlines. I mean, it went in the direction of whatever else, but like it's like the stats are falling in line now because the IB breaks, or ES breaks the IB low. NQ also broke the IB low. They both. Oh, well, there's the confirmation that it broke the streak, right?
Yep.
13 for 13. All right, so there's that.
Called all this today. Just couldn't freaking capitalize on it. So that was my entry on that would have been 430. TP was at 30,300. So it would have been 130 point trade in all of 1 minute.
10 seconds.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts real bad. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close out that.
Lock yourself up.
I don't want to look at that chart anymore. That hurts so bad. That's worse than any loss that I could have taken.
I agree.
Son of a gun, man.
You know what's crazy? The individual names like don't really move that much.
No, they don't. I know. Like NVDA didn't really move that much, but it is trading at low of day. But I agree with you. The indexes move a lot, however.
Yeah, this is the index layout that I have.
Well, there's definitely news on that somewhere.
No, of course.
Yeah.
There has to be.
It's a 150 point candle in less than a minute.
What's Walter Bloomberg saying?
Walter, my boy.
Dude, don't check financial juice.
It's the most painful stop loss I've had in a very, very long time.
Especially because it like ripped directly to your stop and then
just immediately.
torched. Yep.
It is what it is. Not really much I can do about that.
And that's trading too, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I did Friday. Remember when I hit sell and like 2 minutes later, just flipping Trump news or war news.
Yeah. That's trading sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
We should also, so if this is any stipulation ad or any constellation, this is the lowest stat of the week for a double break is Wednesday.
Here, let me pull up your screen 1 sec.
So we go to by weekday.
Your screen's up now.
By weekday for Wednesdays. This is the lowest day of the week for a double break. We have a 3% chance of having a double break.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
So it's very unlikely that price is going to come all the way back up to the IB high today. What this would tell me, and if we could big brain this, news is obviously an added stipulation to it. So news always overweighs the data, but
Yeah.
this could also mean for a Wednesday, because FOMC is always on Wednesdays, that we are going to continue lower into FOMC.
Yeah. Did we figure out what the headline was?
No idea. I'm sad.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's the headline. Trump giveth and taketh away.
10 minutes ago, which I don't think was that headline, was it? No. Trump warns Iran deal failure could restart conflict. Oh my God, can we just fix the US instead? Okay, whatever. I don't want to get into politics on this stream, but yeah, I mean, this is I would love if we could you see the comment? Headline says Trump nuked Zig.
What was your chat? Let me F in the chat for Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
that's about as unlucky as I could have been today. I don't think that could have done me dirtier than it did.
It would have been great if you got. I'm like, how happy would you be if you took that short and then immediately 130 points?
Pretty damn happy. Pretty happy.
But yeah, I mean, there's not much I can say to make you feel better, but I think the short was still a valid trade.
I do too. With the range, it's too difficult to go and capitalize on.
Dude, this is going to be a problem if NASDAQ next year is at 40,000. Like, what do we do with our stops?
Jeez.
And it's the same thinking as everyone that I see talking about, well, why don't you just go and trade 150K account? I've gotten this question so many times in the past couple of weeks. You can try to scale as much as you want to. The market's scaling. So you 1 micro 6 months ago, you're making $120 versus now you're making 240.
Yep.
Money's not easy to make in the market. You can go and trade a 150K account with 6 micros instead of 2 micros on a 50K account. Money is not something that comes in easy. Scaling up it's not the smoothest process. Even
it's super hard.
It seems easy on paper. The same thing for the market, where 1 micro right now is way too much to trade on a 50K account, even, or a 25K account. Wherever size you're trading, it's too big. There's not anything that we're going to be able to do, though. This is the market that we're given right now. The sizing and the moves that we're going to have and the volatility, this is all going to stay constant for probably a significant period of time. The only thing that you can do is try to scale horizontally or try to keep it the same across all accounts. Every chat that I'm looking at right now is just F for zinc. Yeah, that was tough.
It's scary. Like, think about NQ at 50K. The range is like, the orb is going to be 400 or 500 points a day.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. When I first started trading futures with NQ on Top Step, like 2.5, 3 years ago, NQ was trading at 17,000.
Yeah,
dude, it was trading at 11.
And the biggest moves that you would get would be maybe 50 points. Like if ES, I remember ES making a 10-point move, and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, what did we get nuked? What happened?" And dude, now ES is making 60-point moves in a minute, and NQ's moving 200 points in the same time frame.
Do you see what Ray just said here? Nanos?
They will come up with nanos.
They have to. 100th of a mini, they'll have to.
They could, or they could reset the entire thing. I don't know if they've ever done that before, but they could reset it to the point that like micros are now minis, and then they add in nanos and just completely scrap minis. Because it will eventually get to the point.
Minis get a ton of volume.
I know, but it will eventually get to the point where you can't afford trading minis, right?
Yeah, I mean, but minis are not like that out of reach for like someone with a decent sized account is not that crazy.
Yeah.
But, and also all the funds, like when you're trading, like if all the funds are trading like hundreds or thousands of contracts, like you don't want to do that with micros. You're going to get the commission is going to go through the roof. Like your slippage is going to be a lot higher.
Mm.
I think that they would just have to add nano, or if that's what it's going to be called. Like,
see this here, trade ES instead. That won't be the fix for very long though.
Yeah, if ES goes to 15,000, like what are we going to do?
Because ES is that move on ES. I know I closed my chart. I'm not still trading on. I'll reopen it right now. The worst thing I could do right now is try to make that back, even with 1 micro. So I'm just going to take the one. It's a $500 loss on the day. I'm going to take it off the chin. Even trading ES, 1 micro on that. The good thing is I double checked my copy trade. I almost took 5 micros on one account. That would have been bad.
Would you not short NQ again now, Zinc, at this level here underneath opening?
Don't do it, Zinc.
I'm just asking.
I want to, but I know myself. I will, if I fall down that path, I'll either be break even on the day or I'll be negative 500.
Sure.
Those are my 2 outcomes. So I'm just gonna. It's not a high quality thing to go and take anyway. IB's done.
James, do you use the same stats on DAX as NQ? Yeah, pretty much. Previous day's range, opening candle, mixed with the RB. Yeah. And then
what I will go do is if I want to trade this, I'll trade it on another set of accounts. I won't trade it on.
Yeah. That's not a bad option, you know.
No. Going back to that.
The reason I asked is someone asked me would I short it again, and I probably would, maybe on another batch of accounts, but I'm green on the day, so I'll probably walk away with this.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do about that, if anything at all. There's nothing I can do about that. What just happened to me?
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. But I told you, Zinc, I was getting out. I told you.
Yeah.
He goes, I just went short, and then James is like, I'm closing, and I was like,
Zinc, I'm just messing with you. It's flipping frustrating. But
there's nothing. I'm not blaming you at all. There's nothing. That Phil, that was a 50-point move in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Up, and then this couldn't have happened 2 minutes earlier. He couldn't have gone to the bathroom 2 minutes earlier and tweeted that from his phone. Truthed it. Anyway, finally getting back to that. Trade ES instead. ES still made the same amount of movement. This is a 27-point move. So yes, I could trade 1 micro on ES instead, MES. That's not what most people do, though. I laughed a lot today at my pain. Perfect. Yeah, good for you.
With your what was that pink saying that you said before?
I am not tickle pink right now.
Yeah, tickle pink. The other thing is that ES doesn't move as much, but the point value of ES is 2.5 times NQ. So it's like, it's not really the same, but like you're still like the point value is 2.5 times whatever NQ is. Yeah. So like, you're still getting a big move. So like, that's another thing of if you're trading the minis, it's $50 a point or $5 a point for the micros. Like it's not that great. It's not like you can like supplement it. It's the same thing. I mean, not exactly, but like it's virtually the same thing. Also, one other thing before you
short. Yeah, go ahead.
You are going to go short again?
No. I was saying I probably would have tried going short on the move back up here, and I most likely would have taken another stop out. So I'm glad that I closed that.
Yeah.
Because I know it doesn't. I most likely would have shorted at 50% of that move, which is right at 30,373.
Yeah.
That still went up another 70 points before it came back down. So that would have been a $140 stop loss.
Yeah. By the way, we have 989 people watching live right now across Twitter and YouTube.
I gotta get this Google tool up. Make sure you guys comment edgeful.
Yep.
Enter.
There you go.
Give you guys a minute or two because we are at 11 o'clock now. We're actually past.
Do the pitch now with the stream. But if you guys get any value from this, please follow wherever you're watching. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, please tell your friends about it. share it in the Discord group, share it wherever. Obviously, it really helps us out. We're trying to always provide, we're not trying to provide signals. We're trying to provide a good process for you guys, data-backed trading. We're always trying to do that. Even dynamically, as things set up, as things change, we're trying to adapt to the markets live in front of you. So please make sure to subscribe and share with a friend. But we are going to do a giveaway now. So 5 people are going to win 1 free month of edgeful. If you are already an edgeful sub, you can get the credit applied to your account, so you will still get a free month. If you are an algo, an all access sub, you will still get the $49 credit on your account. If you're a pro sub, which is the API plan, you will still get the API or the credit for the $49 applied to your account. So regardless of the status that you are, if you're on the top, the middle, or the base plan, the essential plan, you are still going to, you still have the opportunity to win. It's not like we're punishing people who are current subs. Obviously, like, you can win multiple times. So you guys should come back to the streams. We are getting a ton of comments here, which is good. Zinc, how's the number of comments here that we have?
I'm sitting at 214.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, we have 1,000 people watching and 214 of them are commenting. Like, just put your thing in and you could win a free month. There's literally almost 1,000 people watching right now, and 20% of them are commenting edgeful.
Yep. All right, we'll do the first draw.
There you go. Too late, guys. The drawing is fixed.
CRZ futures. Congratulations. I gotta get Slack up just a second.
Someone says because he gets better odds.
Yeah, I know. Zinc, I bet you're happy you're not short right now.
Yeah, if I know for a fact if I would have continued trading this, I would have just made it worse. Because also, this is definitely a news headline. This isn't something that's just random. So you're trying to play the volatility while also being down on the day and in a mentally poor state.
Yeah,
which is, I'm not too upset by it. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
He's a disappointed dad. It's like a dad. I'm not sad. I'm just disappointed.
Yep.
All right, next one coming in. Whiskey River Rain. Congratulations. Second winner. Third one. We got 228 now. A lot more people are chiming in. Gold Dragon 888. Very nice. Okay, last 2. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, I'm very happy I'm not in longs or shorts, I mean.
Yep. Massimo B1G653.
Massimo Big. And last one. Good luck, everyone. Not quite sure how to say that. Ego Schnell Music.
There you
I
go.
didn't butcher that too bad.
I was going to try to do that one, but.
All right, we got CRZ Futures, Whiskey River Rain, Gold Dragon 888, Massimo Big 655, and Agasnell Music. This is giveaway winners for 0617.
Also, if you guys want to learn about the API, go to edgeful.com/API. I see a question here. What is the Edgeful API? Go to edgeful.com/API. There's a page that will tell you what it is. Pretty much, very simply, you can take all the data inside of Edgeful and put it into your Claude, your Codex, whatever AI you use, and you can go and analyze it however you want. You can build your own dashboards. You can build your own live trade scanners. You can build pretty much whatever you want. So imagine Edgeful, but not limited by the UI or the dashboards that we've built. You can pretty much display comparisons of different tickers. You can display whatever you want pretty much. And I would highly recommend checking it out. Everyone who is in the essential plan, the $49 plan, you have very basic access to set it up. So you can get, if you're not familiar with what an API is, you can set it up. There's obviously videos inside of the Edgeful platform of exactly how to do it step by step. But if you guys are interested, go to edgeful.com/API. I highly recommend doing it, obviously. But yeah, really easy to set up. You just need to ask Claude to do it. And you just need to watch the video that I made and just ask Claude to do everything else. We have a prompt actually, so you can set it up. That will walk Claude or Codex through exactly how to do it. So, all right, that is it for today. I'm going to end the stream here. Appreciate all of you as always.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Unlucky day, but we'll get it back tomorrow. Every red day usually gets followed with a pretty big green day.
Beautiful. All right.